Hi, I'm Alois Rosero from PingSkills. Today we're going to talk to you about the forehand flick. To make a good flick, the first important thing is to make sure that you get your body close to the ball. So if I'm left-handed, I'm going to get my left leg right under the table so that I can get my bat close to the net. If you're right-handed, you do that with your right foot. So get your right foot under the table so that you can get close to the ball to make the flick. At the start of your stroke, make sure that you've got your bat nice and far back. So really open out your wrist. So that will allow you to come forward on the ball. So here, open the wrist out that way at the start of the flick. The next thing we need to consider is making sure that we're hitting the ball at the peak of the bounce. So the peak of the bounce means that the ball's going to bounce here, it's going to rise up and then fall again. We need to be hitting the ball when it's at its highest. So when it's at its highest, we're then able to play a nice flat contact on the ball to generate a bit more speed. If you contact the ball when it's very low here or very low here, then you're going to need to lift the ball up and over the net. So let's really concentrate on getting that ball at the peak of the bounce. From there, we're going to have a nice flat contact so that it's almost like a mini smash. At the start of your swing, make sure that your bat is coming forward. So that will give you the nice flat contact. So not too much of a lifting action, but really press forward on the ball on contact. So it's forward and then you follow through up. So really get that forward action first to make the flick. The next thing you need to consider is what type of spin is on the ball that's coming to you. If there's a really heavy backspin, you're going to need to tilt your bat angle backwards to counter that backspin. So really open up the angle of your racket when you push forward with the flick. On the other hand, if there's a lot of topspin on the ball, then you can close your racket over to come over the ball. So alter the angle of your racket depending on the amount of backspin or topspin that's on the ball. You also then need to consider if there's any side spin on the ball. So if the ball wants to go out that way, you need to turn your wrist back further to counter that side spin. Or if the ball wants to go out the other way, you need to cover the ball more around here to counter the side spin on the ball. So think about just adjusting the racket angle so that you're countering the type of spin that's on the ball coming to you. Let's explore now when you're going to use the flick. Predominantly, you're going to use the flick only when the ball is short. So short means that the ball is going to bounce at least twice on your side of the table if you let it go. If the ball's long, so it's only going to bounce once, then the stroke that you're going to choose is a forehand topspin. So basically, you're going to be doing the flick only when the ball is short to you. We usually use it if someone's done a short serve to us or if they've given us a short push. Let's have a look at Jeff doing some flicks off a short push. So now I'll feed the ball with less backspin and you'll see that Jeff's angle is a bit more over the ball. Now when I add more backspin, Jeff's going to open up the angle of his racket to counter that backspin. So I'll give him a short topspin serve now. You can see the flick, you can come straight over the top of that ball. Again. Now I'll give him just side spin serve. So you can see that Jeff's adjusting the angle of his racket to counter the type of spin that I'm giving him. So now topspin again. Now I'm going to give him the backspin serve and let's see how he copes with that. So he's opened his angle up to counter that backspin. Let's try again. Now I'm going to give him more backspin. You can see he really opened up the angle of the bat, still able to flick the ball though. So now Jeff's going to serve short. I'm going to push the ball back short and let's see if Jeff can still utilise his flick. That one was a bit high.